Yes, it's let's see, Tuesday, in June. I don't know what second week in June, and the news was got buzzing yesterday that impeachment. Oh well, impeachment is in the air again, and this is because Scott McClellan. Well, one of the reasons is Scott McClellan may testify before the House Judiciary Committee, which is where there's one impeachment bill sitting right now in the Judiciary Committee, which is the impeach Cheney bill, which people tried to push and sort of got somewhere. Oh, Representative Wexler pushed it, and we got a petition online. And McClellan has his book out now, which is kind of popular. I think it's probably a #1 bestseller right now. I don't know. And McClellan has firsthand information about the firing of, the Plame leak, the leak of the undercover CIA agent, and Rove and Libby, how they were involved. And then last night, Dennis Kucinich introduced another bill, which I'm not familiar with. I just saw it on a bill on impeaching Bush. But I would say we got to get rid of Cheney first, because for all practical purposes, Cheney is the president, the de facto president. He's making the decisions. Bush is basically following along and tagging along and said. Now, this is kind of a reprise of all the books about impeachment and how awful the Bush administration is. There's Richard Clark. He's got a new book out. Then this is David Iglesias, one of the that's a new book, just came out, about the firing of the U.S. attorneys by Karl Rove, and I would call it obstruction of justice, because these attorneys had done nothing wrong and were, in fact, some of them were involved in prosecuting Republicans, and the Bush administration didn't like that. But so Iglesias' book, the Clark book should come out, and the McClellan book has just come out. And then there's a whole library now of books. I've got impeachment books here, which lots of different people have written why we should or could consider impeaching Bush. And I don't even think I have them all here. I've got about 10. 10. And then I got books on how we were lied into the war. Now, see, you could argue whether that's an impeachable offense or not, whether lying to Congress about weapons of mass destruction and lying about the war and the reasons for war is not an impeachable offense. Wow. But I think it at least should be considered an impeachable offense. So I think maybe I'll shut up at this point, and you can just look at all the books written. Some of them are written by Republicans, because for you people who think that everything is partisan, it's just partisan people. Iglesias, the guy who wrote the book, he's a Republican U.S. attorney. He wrote a book. McClellan is a longtime Republican from Texas. John Dean was a Republican in the Bush administration. What are the Republicans? I have now Jack Goldsmith, the book on the terror presidency. Jack Goldsmith was in the Justice Department as well. He was in the Office of Legal Counsel, which was making decisions about torture or non-torture, what kind of torture, what kind of interrogation techniques, enhanced interrogation techniques. So he's written a book. So I would guess that he's a Republican or or non-affiliated. So and Scott Ritter, Scott Ritter was a Marine, and he was a conservative, I believe. Maybe he still considers himself a conservative. So you guys that are saying, this is just the Democrats are just doing all this stuff. No, it's Republicans that are pretty much disgusted by the whole thing as well. So I got Scott Ritter's book in here, and So listen, maybe I'll just shut up and you guys can look at all the books. And I haven't gotten a chance to read them all. I've read some of them, parts of some of them. All right, so impeachment is on the table, off the table, near the table, being served? I don't know. Bye-bye.